Congresswoman, ProPublica has reported that 170 U.S. citizens, at least 170 U.S. citizens, including 20 children, have been detained by immigration agents. Is there anything what do you know about this?
Well, first of all, I'm so grateful that ProPublica did that investigation and shared their findings with the American people, because we've heard time and time again from Trump administration officials, from Kristi Noem on down, that they were only detaining, these violent, criminal, undocumented people, which we know is not true. Every Illinoisan could tell you that ICE and Kristi Noem are liars. And we know that that is likely a significant undercount, just based on the ICE activity within Illinois' 14th congressional districts, the cities that I am honored to represent, cities like Naperville, Aurora, Joliet, and then all the small towns that encompass our community. And so what I really want people to understand is that in our community, no one's safe. There are so many ways that we can inadvertently, even as U.S. citizens, be interacting with ICE officials. And there's a lot of conversations around Know Your Rights trainings, but mostly that's directed to undocumented communities. Well, we had a Know Your Rights and bystander training for U.S. citizens in our district to make sure that people understood exactly what was going on and how they could protect themselves and their families, right? There's so many of us who are vulnerable, who can't afford to be detained and disappeared, can't afford the trauma of our children witnessing that interaction. And we need to make sure that we're doing our part while we're fighting back.
And what's the biggest advice that you would give to an Illinoisan who's afraid that they're going to get caught in the immigration dragnet?
Well, my advice broadly, whether you're afraid you're going to get caught or not, is that in this moment right now, given what ICE is doing and the way that they feel so emboldened and the tremendous resources that ICE and Border Patrol and CBP and that constellation of acronyms of federal law enforcement agencies have deployed in our community, please get a passport. Okay, that passport is how you prove your U.S. citizenship. This is really important, because if you are detained by ICE or one of these federal law enforcement agencies, they are going to be trying to determine and validate that you are a U.S. citizen. And so what we've seen happen is a lot of people reach out to our office when a loved one gets detained. They don't have a passport. They don't have any documentation readily available that provides evidence of their U.S. citizenship. And so then that individual is in, devastating, inhumane, cruel conditions for an extended period of time while we're all trying to expedite getting that documentation over to those law enforcement individuals. We have reached that breaking point right now. This is real. It is happening in our country, but there are some things that we can do to be prepared. And I am encouraging all U.S. citizens to make that financial investment, get a passport for you and your children.
Got it. Thank you so much.